Welcome to Scumbags of the Internet. It's the feature where I come across someone being a real dick drip to someone else online and display their nonsense for your amusement. Sometimes they're a celebrity, sometimes, well, their mom knows who they are, so that's good enough. Today's scumbag is a man we'll call Comic Casanova. So let me tell you a story. A love story. Well, a lust story. It's about two people on Tinder. A young lady, attractive, everything's where it's supposed to be, matches with a guy. I don't know what he looks like, but we'll assume he's a decent-looking dude. Otherwise, why would they match? Fucking Gollum isn't getting Tinder dates. Women be shallow whores, am I right, internet? So, they either get to talking, or it was somewhere in her profile, but it's mentioned that she likes dogs and comics. People like dogs, right? Pretty normal. But comics? A girl? Step right up and see the freak, folks. The girl who likes comic books. Only 2 bits a gander. Clearly, Comic Casanova doesn't quite believe her, as he says, "So, you like dogs and comics, eh? Let's see if you're a true fan. Have you heard of Squirrel Girl?" Welp, it turns out that this girl is Leah Williams, a published author, who happens to have written her first assignment for Marvel Comics, the backup story in Totally Awesome Hulk #1.mu. So, I don't know how the story ended, but since Leah Williams posted this, I'm gonna guess the result was not similar to the ones on Hookup Hotshot. Don't Google that. Now, let's talk about 2 things I really don't care about in this story. 1, that she's a writer for Marvel. How dare he not know the name of every obscure writer who gets put on every shitty side project Marvel has, am I right? No, you're not. Why would he know she works for Marvel? Why should it matter? I don't give a fuck if she works at MAC Cosmetics. And 2, that she's a woman. All I care about is fucking dumbass gatekeepers. Let's see if you're a true fan is not how anyone should ever start a conversation about anything to anyone. And I said I didn't care about this, but sorry, meninists, it does happen to women more often. I guarantee it happens to men too. But I'm a short, skinny, nerdy guy with acne scarring from when I was a kid. If I say I like comics, no one immediately fucking challenges me to whip out my dick to show them I have Gwen Stacy Died and Amazing Spider-Man issue 121 written by Jerry Conway and drawn by Gil Kane tattooed on it to prove I'm legit. But, pretty girl? Likes comics? Quick, give her the test to see if she's allowed in the treehouse with us. Reddit, of course, came to the guy's rescue, suggesting he was joking. If you think that's a joke, don't quit your day job to write for fucking Colbert. Everyone here agrees Squirrel Girl is pretty mainstream, and yet no one seems to think for even a second maybe he was joking. Everyone agrees? Yeah. Dorks on Reddit who frequent a subreddit called R Comic Books don't think a D-list comic book character is that fucking obscure. Fucking surprise. But she is. I read comics and I'd never heard of the character until maybe a couple years ago. And even now I know practically nothing about her. She's not a mainstream character. Deadpool is a mainstream character. Harley Quinn, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. If you're gonna make a joke like, hey, I know you probably get this shit like all the time, so I'm gonna say a well-known character's name as a joke and ask if you've ever heard of them. You pick one of those. Or you turn that shit around, you go, oh, you like dogs and comics, huh? Let's see if you're a true fan. And the girl's now like, great, here we go, I have to prove myself again. And then he says, what's your favorite kind of dog? Or how about this? Bear with me now. Oh, you like comics, huh? What are you reading right now? He's already got her attention. She swiped right, he swiped right. They matched. How hard is it to just ask her, what comics do you like? Instead of trying to protect the goddamn black gates of comics like you're the mouth of fucking Sauron. By the way, I've made 2 Lord of the Rings references, and I know jack fucking shit about it. But if I didn't tell you that, I bet no one would go, oh, Buckley, you're a Lord of the Rings fan? Do you know the name of Elrond's Ring of Power? But again, he's not a scumbag because it's a woman. He's a scumbag because he's doing it at all. I guarantee every time someone like Tom Hardy gets cast in a movie and they give an interview about how they read comics, there's a collective eye roll from the insecure internet. Like, that's your thing. Good-looking popular people can't like it. It somehow threatens your enjoyment. Remember when comics were for nerds and not for pandering? And I get it. I've heard the whining. I got bullied in high school for liking comics, and now these people claim to like them because the movies are popular? How fucking dare they? Fuck them. Sorry I don't have a screenshot for you on this one, but I've heard and read variations of this more than once. Yeah, I got bullied too. I mentioned this in my Lifestyles of the YouTube Famous special. I had someone try and light my backpack on fire while I was wearing it. I didn't make that up. That's not a joke. That happened. I liked pro wrestling when it was super dorky. Because it's not now. And then in the late 90s, everyone fucking had an NWO or DX shirt. Stone Cold and The Rock became household names. Wrestling was popular as fuck. And you know what I didn't do? Go around going, "Oh, you like pro wrestling, huh? What's The Undertaker's real name? And what was his first gimmick when he started wrestling?" You know why? Because who fucking cares? A, that knowledge in $1.75 will still leave you a quarter shy of a $2 bus fare. And B, your enjoyment of a form of entertainment is not defined by who else likes it or how much useless trivia they know about it. It's not even defined by how much useless trivia you know about it. It's defined entirely by how much entertainment and enjoyment an activity brings you. How about instead of being a bitter fuck, you just say, "Well, that's cool. Other people like what I like now." But what a bitch, right? He's just trying to make conversation. If you start all conversations by asking people to prove they're worthy of talking to you, you're not worth talking to. So thanks to today's scumbags of the internet, Comic Casanova, and every other online gatekeeper who's ever felt the need to get defensive because someone that's not like them claims to like something nerdy, for showing us that no matter what we do in life, we'll always be better than they are. And look, we didn't even need to quiz them to find that out.